2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the first stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Welcome back to Memphis. It's the final round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship, the first leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group. John McCarthy on the course as well. Rich, this week we're in Memphis, and these players are set to take on TPC Southwind. What can you tell us about the course?
Well, Andrew, this golf course is challenging. It's underrated. There are more golf balls hit in the water at TPC Southwind than any other golf course on tour, which is hard to believe if you think about Bay Hill and TPC players. It's just one of these golf courses that you think is user-friendly, and you think it's kind, but at the end, you better watch out, as if not, because it's going to shake, rattle, and roll you.
This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
Needs this to drop to save par. That putt goes in. Time to make a move.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
As we move on to the next hole, we take a quick peek at the leaderboard, and he is in a tie for fourth. And now the tee shot on the second hole.
Kind of a surprisingly difficult tee shot. Not a very long hole, but the bunkers down the left-hand side, they're going to see a lot of action. Conversely, players will bail out to the right and find some really deep rough. It's a sneaky tough tee shot.
Well, Rich, this is a critical week as only the top 50 move on to the BMW Championship.
And that's a big deal for all those players, because if you're making the top 50, that guarantees you into all the signature events next year on the PGA Tour.
He did not get enough out of the rough. Okay, Henny, you're right there. What can you tell us?
The bunker has not been kind to him, Andrew. This is really nasty.
Setting up in the greenside rough. There it is. The chip goes in.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. The third hole is a par 5. Take us through the tee shot, Rich.
There's some trees down the right-hand side as well as the left. Very narrow landing area up there. If you want to reach this green in two, you got to find the fairway.
Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that. That is deep, deep rough. Well, took a chance, but it doesn't pay off, and now it's wet. Look how high that grass is.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
Never easy out of the rough, but that was well executed. Tony Finau is set to play.
He's currently in third place.
We're back. Time to have more live play. And this one from 9 feet away. And after that, he is moving down the leaderboard. We have our first par 3 of the day. It's the 4th hole.
Downhill tee shot to not much of a target, it must be said. Anytime the pin is on the front, be wary of the water on the left-hand side because it comes into play in a hurry. This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
If this goes in, we'd call it a bomb.
And this putt to be even with Tony Finau.
Oh, almost. Now let's check in with Tony Finau.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker.
All right, let's get back to the action. Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage.
And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
Long par 4, some nasty, heavy trees down the right-hand side, and some pretty good-sized bunkers down the left. Thread the needle, you've got a clear shot for your second shot.
Oh, well played. Taking aim from about 220 yards out. 4 strokes off the lead. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This is what remains for a share of 6th place in the standings. John, have you got a read on this one?
I think a slight break to the right in this one.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And a bit of frustration popping in there as the par putt just missed the hole. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 6th is a par 4.
The out of bounds on the right-hand side comes into play more than players think, so the left-hand trees, they get a pretty good wearing out.
Unfortunately, that's going to end up in a tricky spot.
Always got to give it a bit extra out the rough.
A bit wild on approach there.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And it's a major champion who currently leads this one, Wyndham Clark, at the top.
Rich, we're looking at this par 4 7th hole. It just looks so narrow in the fairway.
Premium is on accuracy here. That bunker down the left-hand side, that's not a lot of fun, but it's a better option than the trees on the right.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Might be too much club here. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Tony Finau is set to play.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Not a good line.
Take it. Take it.
Okay, time now to get back to live play. Now, this putt for birdie.
Well, if he holds this, he's going to apply some serious pressure to Tony Finau. Finau will be saying, hey now.
Henny is right there.
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. And just to tap in as we move on to the next. While we have a moment, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Wyndham Clark on top by 2. Let's take a look at this par 3 8th hole.
And a long sliver of a green, and time again, I continually see players to misjudge the distance, either coming up short or long, which is really bad.
The ball settles just off the fairway. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Oh, that was so close. And a 4-footer left.
He's got this for his par.
We've got a major champion sitting atop the leaderboard. It's Wyndham Clark. We've hit the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Plays downhill. Players usually taking out 3-wood for accuracy, as length is not necessary here.
That's a textbook swing. I've got about 160 yards to the hole here. 5 shots off the lead. This is a 9-iron on the way. That's a great position to be in after that approach. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
Come on. Here's the par putt. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. As we move on to the next hole, we look at the leaderboard, and Wyndham Clark has a 2-shot advantage. The back 9 begins with a par 4 at the 10th.
And once again, driver may not be required here. Fairway does run out about 300 yards, so 3-wood for position is fine.
This tee shot is looking good so far. This shot is about 170 yards. 5 strokes off the lead. Going with 8-iron here.
Navigated that bunker beautifully on that shot. Now the putt is out.
He has this putt to move into the top 20. He improves to 1 over par for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
This one looks like it's going left. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
From the hole, it's 39 feet.
Big sweeping hooking putt. Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Sitting at a couple over for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Coming off of a bogey, looking for a birdie.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. This is his second shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Yep, that shot safely on the green. This putt is about 16 feet. Oh, never mind. Go and make a par on the next. Yeah, not much to sweat there. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Second shot here on the 13th.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Let's catch up with Tony Finau. Wow. Well, that is high-level skill from the fairway bunker. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is for birdie.
Now 4 back after that hole. This 14th hole is a par 3.
Absolutely. Do not go flag hunting when the pin is on the right-hand side. There's nothing but water. Bail out left center of the green is just dandy.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
This one might need to curl a long way back from the left. Oh, what a lovely putt to make.
The pressure cooker is building. Will it topple over the edge?
This would be a great up and down. Putting for a par now. And he's down there. You got to read.
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
That's disappointing. And this one will be for bogey. And that will drop him to 2 over now for the tournament.
We've hit the 15th. It's a par 4.
And it's a birdie hole. Great birdie opportunity. Not very long. Fairway metal, long iron to hit the fairway. Second shot just over a little bit of a creek with a wedge.
Of all the golf shots I've seen, that was one of them. Ooh, that was a thick lie. That was just a little off target.
Come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. That just missed. Well, a big par save could mean a lot going forward. Moving along. Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader. Now to the par 5, 16th hole.
Fairly generous landing area out there. Find the fairway and go for it in 2.
That was really well played. This is a 200-yard shot. 5 shots off the lead. This is a 5-iron. Wow, that was almost a hole out. This is a putt to move into the top 5. Henny, tell us about this putt.
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
Remarkable shot. That's an eagle. And now into the top 5 on the leaderboard. While we have a moment, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Wyndham Clark on top by 2. The 17th hole is a par 4.
Heavy rough with trees both right and left. This is going to require the straightest drive of the day.
That was such a pure swing. And Rich, this player has been making moves on the leaderboard.
Yeah, looking good right now, making some significant moves out there at the moment.
Just a little right of the green.
Wow, that one was just a little bit off. This is his 3rd. 3 shots off the lead. This will be a challenging putt from this distance.
An all-important putt for par.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This is a big old left-to-righter.
That's a good job from that distance. Here's a look at the way things stand, with Wyndham Clark leading the pack. The finishing hole at TPC Southwind is a par 4.
Do not be silly. Don't go left. Nothing good comes of hitting it left.
That was right on target. Just a little bit off on that shot. A look at the lie in the greenside rough. That was the right distance and the right club. Well done. A par to wrap things up on 18. And Rich, a valiant effort, but the comeback comes up short.
It was impressive. From the very opening tee shot, this player was focusing on making birdies early and often. Unfortunately, not able to make enough today to get the victory. Still a lot of fun to watch.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.